Doug Graham here with Body FX, where I go into everything having to do with the new amazing ground floor company Body FX. And today I'm going to tell you about a new product that is part of their line called Protein FX. This is the new kid on the block, and I am going to be telling you all about this. I am not only going to be telling you about this, but I'm going to tell you why, after you see this video, that you will know and understand that this honestly is the best product on the market today. And believe me, I have done my research, so you're in for a ride. Body FX, Protein FX, this is the one. So what I'm going to do now is going to read to you exactly what they say about the product. So I'm going to read this to you, and you can read it below as well. It says, Protein FX is our pure ProMatrixPlus protein formula. This is an ultra-absorbing, multi-stage, 6-hour staggered release protein with our advanced enzyme matrix to help amplify absorption. Protein FX was created to be the ultimate protein supplement to feed your muscles without gas, bloating, or discomfort. Whether you're trying to lose weight, improve fitness, or increase muscle mass, consumption of protein is essential. Protein FX provides the ideal solution for whatever your protein need and fitness goals may be. So that's what they have to say about it, and let's explore every element of why that's the case. But before I do that, I want to explore why protein is so important. I mean, why do we need protein anyway? Well, there's 4 reasons why that is so. For one thing, protein makes up every element of your body, especially with the fingernails and the hair. Number 2, your body uses it to repair and build tissue. Number 3, you need it to make enzymes and hormones in your body. And number 4, it's an important building block for muscles, bones, and cartilage. So this is extremely essential, as well as fats and carbohydrates. Protein is an essential part of how we're made up. So you need it, and you cannot always get it in the things that you're eating. So with all the proteins on the market, keep in mind that not all proteins are alike. They're not all created equal. And it's been found that actually whey protein is the best form of this. And of course, Protein FX is that whey protein. The reason why whey protein is better is because it is absorbed better into the system. It has more oomph, and it's just better for the immune system. So let's explore the reasons why this protein is the best one on the market. There are 5 reasons. The first one being is that this protein has been developed and nurtured from start to finish within the company itself. So why is that so important? The majority of the proteins out there are actually sort of farmed out to other companies for different levels of creating this, which kind of negates the power of doing it all in one place because there's different variables that are in these different companies. Many of these proteins are actually created from other companies that are a byproduct of cheese. So cheese has already been processed. So what happens is with this product, it is actually separated from milk fresh within the company itself. When you get it separated fresh from milk, that is the purest form of whey. Reason number 2, you can have all the proteins in the world and they could be the best on the market, but it doesn't do squat if it doesn't digest into your system properly. Most products have not gotten into what that can make that work better, because most of them can create bloating, gastrointestinal problems, allergic reactions. Well, this company has created the way to get all around that, where you have none of that discomfort. How did they do that? Well, there's this thing called, it's got to be a kind of a fancy name, called polypeptide lysis. And what that basically means is that this company, Body FX, has devised a way to make a molecule smaller. And so you think of it, so it absorbs into your system more effectively if the molecules are smaller. Think of it like a chain link fence, and you have a tennis ball. You throw the tennis ball against the chain link fence, what happens? It lodges. Well, that's the large molecules. Now, you have some BBs, which represent the smaller molecules. You throw up the chain link fence, they go right through. It absorbs right into your system much more effectively. Therefore, no bloating, gas, allergic reactions, gastrointestinal problems. Reason number 3, as well as the other 2 aspects, there is an element of this that really enhances the immune system. Now, you don't get things like this in most protein powders, but I'm just going to read you what they are. One of them is the colostrum, which is the mother's milk enzyme, a thing called the immunoglobulins, and protein-rich peptides. Those 3 things basically means that your immune system is getting a big old kick in the butt, and you are getting the best of the best. Now, before I go on, many people ask about the lactose element with whey. Now, even though BodyFX has eliminated most of the lactose from the whey, there is a small amount that remains, just to be aware of that. But they add a thing called lactase to it that pretty much negates all of the major mojo of lactose. So just to be aware, there is an element, but it's definitely been negated from adding lactase. Reason number 4. There is a 6-hour staggered release into this protein. This has never been done. So what happens is when you work out, you're working out at the gym, and your body needs more protein, amino acids to create more muscle mass or muscle tone, your body is seeking protein out for the next 6 hours. That's been scientifically proven. So to be right in line with that need for our body, BodyFX and ProteinFX is designed a way to actually stagger this with release elements of protein. So there are 4 different types of protein introduced into this product to be more conducive with the release factor. The 2 ones that release a little bit more quickly are the whey protein concentrate and the whey protein isolate. Those release a lot more quickly. So since those proteins kind of get the job done quickly, BodyFX came up with a solution to introduce 2 more that do it a lot more slowly to cover the next couple of hours. And that is the micellar protein and calcium caseinate. Put those 4 together, and they cover every aspect of the quick release and the slow release. You're covered for the full 6 hours of the release with this. And last but not least, reason number 5, what happens when we work out? We go into the state of what's called catabolism, not cannibalism, but catabolism, which means our muscles break down. And when we take protein, we have anabolism, which increases our muscle buildup. So what happens is, when we work out, most people think, just take more protein, that will give you what you need. But there's actually an element in protein that you might not know about that protein looks for to actually trigger all of the mojo of the protein, and that's called leucine, L-E-U-S-C-I-N-E. So what's happening is the protein is seeking out leucine to be able to trigger all of these good stuff that goes into our bloodstream through the protein powder, into the muscles, into building our muscle mass. And leucine is created from a pathway called an mTOR trigger. These are kind of fancy names, but the mTOR trigger kind of leads the way with leucine to find leucine. So with those 5 elements in place, this is by far the finest, most effective protein powder on the market. And by the way, this is just one of the many products that BodyFX has come up with, and it covers all elements of energy, weight loss, stamina, pre and post workout, and cleansing the system and detoxifying. It covers everything, and they have all taken this up the ultimate level to create these amazingly exciting products that you can order now. So click below, order the product, try it out for yourself. If you love it, you can get it on auto ship. Get that on your body every month and you'll see the results. I have seen them immensely from trying it myself for the last 3 weeks. I have more energy, I have more stable energy, and I feel it actually works for 6 hours. So it's a consistent thing for me, and I know that with all of these 5 elements in place, I am in very good hands with ProteinFX. This is Doug Graham with the BodyFX channel. Keep on eating healthy, be the best you can be, and be your ultimate you.